than like poop. Like, these guys are producing eggs and feathers, so they at least make something. But what does the other ones make? Those are making wood. Those are all good. Poop needs to go away. Those go together. Alright, so back inside we go. Put this stuff away. Hi, Pinky. What are you still doing here? We'll put this stuff away and we'll go to the museum. We shouldn't still be here. Very weird. Shells do not go there. You go there. The last goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Over here. Boom, boom, boom. In here. Boom, boom. And I don't think we're making any more of these, so we're good. At least not for right now. Sand goes with sand. Messed that one up. That goes there. We could have actually sold that. That would have been okay. And that goes there. So we're not going to make any more of these because that's now 141 and I have no idea how I'm going to use all 141 of them. Like, that's a lot. Oops, that goes away, that goes away. I got 9 more. That's okay, I guess. Okay, Pinky. I think I'm going back to the desert now. This time we're going way into the desert because we want to get to the furthest point on that. Maybe we'll take down this tree. And heading back this way. There's all kinds of shells just sitting here randomly all the way up here. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Did the water come this far up? Do we have like a super, super high tide or something? Look at it all. I don't want to go back that way. We need to head this way. Which unfortunately means going through this guy. Pick that up. Yeah, it's like a super, super high tide or something. Because look at it, it's way, way up here. Don't worry, I was coming to kill you anyways. Oh, can't get up there. There we go. I come down here for 2 things. One are the, well, one are these. There we go. Pretty gems. Gives us the topaz and also the sulfate. 2 things we really want. The rest of it, meh. Like, I really don't need the rest of the metals. Definitely don't need any more copper. Floating in copper. And the reason we're floating in copper is because I wanted the relics that are in the same one as the copper. In the hazardous mine one. Or the abandoned mine one, I guess it is. It's not hazardous. Okay, so these are all snakes that are going to freak out about me coming through. Not a lot I can do about that, other than just run right through. And hope they forget about me. Uh-oh, we're out of energy. We're going to have to kill this one. He's too close. Oh, he got a chance to bite me. Rats. He did 32 damage. Well, that's not good. I should have enough time in the day, even though the sun is setting, to be able to go and do everything. There we go. Let's get close enough. There we go. Mint should be gone by now. I would like them to open up those caves and stuff and release some of these characters. Like, Mint literally stands in front of this and does nothing else. One of the brothers, he stands in front of the one at Amber and on Amber Island and does nothing. So that would be something great if it were to actually happen. To get those done. And I don't know if they're just story ideas that didn't go anywhere or what's supposed to be happening, but I don't know if the art people still have to do a whole bunch of drawing for them. Like, I really and truly don't know what's going on. But you don't have access to in here. See? No little line anymore saying, go this way. So you can't go that way. If I can just run up here, let's just run. Are there any of the chrysanthemums? No. I guess they're all on the other side? Yeah. These give me the fruit and hardwood. Okay. I don't actually want any more hardwood. I do want the fruit, though. So I'm kind of stuck. That one gave me ironwood as well. Don't really need any more of that either. I remember how annoying that was, going through and having to do that quest line. And the whole time going, am I ever going to finish this? Because how am I ever going to get my free wood? And thinking I would never ever get it. There we go. Some more herbs. And this is what I'm looking for. Chrysanthemum. Man, what is this? Buried in the side of a cliff. Oh, it's another skeleton. Alright. Let's hop up. I know another chrysanthemum grows around here somewhere. Not 100% sure on where. Let's take a quick look this way. Oh, right there. There's one. And there's one. And now... Oh, there's another one. Wow, I have never seen 4. I didn't know there were 4. I wish they didn't look like wheat, though. Like, I wish they had a different image. I don't know if that's something I can talk to them about. Like, send the developer that, hey, these have the same item, like they have the same colors and stuff, and it makes it really confusing. But there's a couple things like that. The fact that you're going out and you're getting these, but they're just herbs. And it's like, well, okay, why didn't they look like the big herb ones and make those flowers look like chrysanthemums? Because they kind of do. So maybe the two textures are backwards? Like, is that a glitch? Do you report something like that? Or, I mean, it would just make sense. Really? I am in the middle of doing stuff. How rude. I have to go do this one. We're at 8 right now. These really don't drop very often. What I can't remember is if there's a cinnamon tree on this side or not. We're gonna go look. Are you a cinnamon tree? I think this is a cinnamon tree. Yeah, this is a cinnamon tree. Right? Yep. One cinnamon tree. I don't know if there are any more on here or not. Oop, that would be water. None of those are. I really don't know. They're hard to tell sometimes, but they are really branchy looking trees. Oh, apparently we're not going any further. All right. Fastest way home. Feed. Confirm. Let's see what kind of damage we did for trees. Well, we look like we're okay. We're still within the boundaries of everything, so not bad. Back over here. Not you, or you, or you, or you. You go in here. Not you, and not you. Is that everything? Okay, so in here goes that. Over here goes that. We didn't have anything on this page, right? No, we gotta remember to take those in. And venom. No idea what to do with that venom. Joke for cat. There. Down here. There. Nope. There. Which hat is he? With scepter. I think it's this guy. Which is sad. No. Craft all of them. I hate seeing it doing nothing, but I also hate carrying all of this in my inventory, quite honestly. I don't want to carry it anymore. You actually are not wheat. You are chrysanthemum. And how are you doing, my little friends? You will be done within the hour. Alright, let's make a run over to Sophie's and then deal with that. Bye, Emily. Bye, Emily. $131. Will you buy this? You will buy it. Okay. Will you buy this? You will buy that too. That was fun. Don't know what to do with that. We'll keep all the rest. We just made 215 on basically junk. Let's go see if you guys have poop that has seeds in it, because that's what we really need. And when prices drop again, we're going to buy a couple more chickens and a couple more ducks. And depending on what the cows and sheep produce, we'll actually get some more sheep and cows as well. So we'll do that. We got some seeds out of that. And over here. There we go. I don't recall seeing that before. Interesting. They all went out. And it's like, no. When she goes out, they're all going to take off. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. It's a bit of a low energy stream. Not doing great today. Did not sleep well. Oh, perfect. Yay. Okay, so once the prices go down, we will get 2 more chickens and 2 more ducks. And that'll max out that. And our other guys haven't actually grown up yet, so we don't even know if they're worth like doing anything with. I don't know what the purpose of having the cows is. Or the chicken. Like, the chickens and the ducks, they lay eggs and give you feathers. But I don't know what the cows and sheep do. Like, it'd be nice if they were to give me something. But, I don't think they do. Let's go get the herbs up here. I can't seem to trigger any of the... And it's getting a little frustrating, actually. I can't seem to trigger any of the quests that I'm missing. And I just don't know why. Like, they're not triggering. So, working on it, though. It is frustrating, but I haven't given up. I am determined to get them all. So, it's a new year again. And I just squeaked by being #1 this month. Like last month. I did not do what I should have. It was my bad. I was really bad. Really, really bad. There we go. Don't know why I'm picking up all this stuff, but I'm having one of those days wandering around the fields here. Not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I already went to the desert and cleaned out any rocks that were there. I don't feel like breaking all those rocks up there because those ones, although they will produce really interesting things, won't produce anything I actually need. They'll give me, like these ones will give me marble, but I don't really need marble. And they'll also produce a lot of stone and sand, which I really don't need. Like I strongly don't need. You know what? Let's go kill the blue guys. There's a chance they'll drop delicate fur, and that could make a difference. Elevator, please. Thank you. All right, and then there's cinnamon trees. You are not a cinnamon tree. You're an apple tree. I think there are 3 cinnamon trees up here that I know of. I can just never find where they are. They're kind of in randomish places for me, because I never seem to approach them from the same direction each time. Nope, you're a rubber tree. You're a rubber tree. There, that's a cinnamon tree. This here is a cinnamon tree. So there's one. And I will get cinnamon. Yep, 2 of them. Wow, definitely worth it. Yeah, no, it's really not. But it's a thought that counts. That's another one up there, on the top of that hill. You can see it has little kind of yellow flowers in it. That is a cinnamon tree. Go under here, up here. And it has all these weird branches. That's a cinnamon tree. Okay, there we go. And anything else up here? I think you guys are on the other side of the river, aren't you? Yeah, they're on the other side. What else is back this way? Oh, is that one with flowers in it? Yep. Another cinnamon tree. And it looks like there's another 3 of... Wow. There are a lot of cinnamon trees up here. If it'll get a little closer so I can chop it down. That's the cinnamon tree. Look at them all. This is a cinnamon tree. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Now that I recognize that they have the nice little yellow flowery things in them, they are a lot easier to find. This is kind of exciting. The only thing is I'm filling up with extra wood that I don't need, which I am slowly turning into planks. Reasons unknown. And although my title says I'm building for the museum, I haven't actually built anything for them yet. My bad. I'm killing it with cinnamon. There's still 2 more. Wow. I don't remember there being this many here. Like, I really don't. This one. Like, that's an incredibly large number of cinnamon trees. this one? This one too. Just, wow. Oh, sorry, I gotta scratch my ear. I have the beginning of what wants to be a pimple in my ear, and I keep fighting it so it won't be one, but it still hurts like it's gonna be one. But it's not one yet, so it's just annoying and kind of painful. I don't think there are any more, because that's an apple tree, and this brings us back to where we were a minute ago. So let's go down here. Yeah, you guys are essentially harmless, but oh, we don't want the bamboo stuff. You guys can't really hurt me. Thought I saw some glittery stuff over here. I'm wearing my glasses today, so this should go a little better. I can see better. I wore them yesterday and the day before as well. I've been getting headaches, and I think that they are a combination between Tackback's really horrible audio right now. He's got vibrational hum from off of his desk and feeding, or his computer, and it's feeding through into my ears, trying to make them bleed. And yeah, it's pretty bad. It's just this annoying hum every time he speaks. So I don't know what to do about it. He doesn't know what to do about it. Actually, I think he's supposed to be getting something to help fix it. A new arm, I think, for his mic. You might be able to explain it better. I'm not an audiophile. I am just a lunatic who has fallen off of somewhere she didn't want to fall off. Really? Did I just do that? I'm now not in that area anymore. I'm back in the regular area. Yeah, I really just did that. Alright. I guess we'll head back home then. See, we're in this area. I am going to kill some of these because I am getting low on eggs for the fish. And there are like none on my way, of course. Why would there be? They get to live. Whatever it was I was making that should have taken no time at all should be done now. I just don't know what it is. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way. And one here. This goes with the crop. So that goes somewhere else. Oh, didn't even see that. That should have been put away before. Wow, it was in my inventory and it didn't count. I think it's the pumpkins are done. Yeah, they're glittering. Alright, so let's start with you. Fiber cloth, craft, confirm. Over here, a ridiculous amount of hardwood because we can. And it should be arriving tomorrow. Yay! Yeah, you got $100. That's just painful. That's just utterly painful. Oh, I don't have any more copper on me. I put it away. All right. And it doesn't go on sale. Ever. Because it wants to make me cry. No, we're making glass, silly. Continue to make glass. Confirm. Refuel. Confirm. You finished, so you're going to make bricks. How exciting. I don't know how we're going to handle that. That was a lot of bricks. But we made a lot of good money off of just making... I am going to let this finish glass because we were making the glass because we needed to get rid of the sand. But I think our sand issue is actually okay now. I'll double check, but I'm not going to make any more sand. And I'm out of bricks, or I'm out of stone because this one took about 400. Let us get some pumpkins. But we do before we do that. Open. Thank you. Holy moly. It's wood. And I want pumpkin seeds. Over here we can put those away at least. No! No! Anyways, by wearing my glasses, I'm taking some responsibility for my headaches and the possibility that that might be the problem. I've opened up my window because I am a horrible, horrible mummy to my hamster, and I haven't cleaned her cage in a little while. So, I have a feeling that might be part of the problem as well, that the ammonia that comes off the cage might be causing me issues also. So I'm taking that into account by airing out my room, so it isn't so hamstery, which it currently is. Let's take this and make that go there. So yeah, I'm trying to find different ways. So those two ways are now eliminated. The ammonia from the cage, and I thought I had to go in here for another reason. I guess not. Let's go this way. Don't disturb the cat. Get kicked in the face by the horse. So yeah, I have eliminated 2 ways on my part. And that's about all I can do on my part, is eliminate those 2 things. I have no real say over everything else, so yeah. Getting my eyes better, getting fresher air. Still not a good sleeper. Obviously with the events happening here now in Toronto, it's hard to sleep with that. I am one of these hugely anxious people, so my anxiety is pretty high, so that's not going to help with my sleep at all. What are you doing? That does not go in there. But I'm hoping that'll help with my headaches. It'll help, I don't know, mitigate the problem a little bit, so that it's not quite so bad. And then with the humming gone, I should be able to also have that eliminated. Which would be nice. So yeah. So with those 3 major things, I'd already increased my water intake. I'd already changed lighting things. I'd already done all of the other things that you can possibly do to help with headaches. And because I don't want to be popping Advil like it's candy, which was my only other solution. So I literally would suffer all day until I couldn't handle it anymore. And then I would take an Advil and it would all go away. And I was like, no, there's got to be a better way. I can't be using Advil as a crutch. So I've been doing that. And what bothers me is that I do have medication that I'm on that works in the same part of your brain. And it's actually, I used to get migraines all the time. And as soon as I went on that medication, I stopped having migraines. But just recently, I've started getting headaches again. So it could be just eye strain, not real headaches. Like, that's a possibility. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm hoping it's just eye strain or ammonia smells, noxious odors type of thing. We'll see. It should go, like, tonight should be a better sleep, though. It's supposed to rain. So I'm hoping for a good rain. A good rain will help me sleep. Cancel? No. I want to put... Oh, I didn't pick up any apricots. I thought I picked up apricots, which is why I was trying to go in there. Okay. Seeds. Pumpkins. Wow, finally, they made it to a second column. Congratulations. And you two go in there. And come here, little sheep. You are now, I can't see what you are. 116%. What else is on the ground over there? Come here. Where? No, I don't want to pet you again. I want you. You're not done yet. There's some random thing on the ground. Okay, you're good. Okay, so we have poop. And we have poop. What is this? Okay, I don't know how I gather that. There, I'll gather it from way over here. Warren fur. So they drop fur. Interesting. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you guys. So I built the giant tank, but... Oh, lunchtime. Yay! The Death Road to Canada developers announced that they are delaying the release of their game until an undetermined time due to recent events. It was supposed to come out today. Yeah! Isn't... I thought that game was already out. Isn't it already out? Oh, 12 eggs. You guys are really happy. But Tackback, isn't that out? I've watched streamers play it. That's why I'm a little confused. It was a console release? Oh. I don't have any hardwood on me. Let's go back, and we didn't actually fill up all of our stuff either. Let's go grab this. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. It's probably not the best time to be releasing a game like that. Just really not a good time. What I'm finding weird, and this is something Dad and I talked about today, I love disaster movies. And it's going to sound weird, but I love them because they give you hope. At the end of disaster movies, there's always hope. You know, there are survivors, there are people moving on, there's all that type of stuff. And no matter how much of a B movie it may be, no matter how much it bends all of the possible laws of physics and stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at you day after tomorrow. It's still, there's hope. There's survivors. There are people moving on. There's goodness in the world. There's stories of all of that. And so generally when I see stuff on TV and on the news, it doesn't really affect me that much because I kind of see it as more being like a disaster movie. I see the good of what all happens. And I see everyone pulling together. And again, it happens somewhere else. It happens in someone else's country. It happens in someone else's neighborhood. And so I can be detached. I don't have to really worry about it because it's not my home. Yesterday was my home. I've walked those streets. I know the neighborhoods. I know the area. And I have a better understanding now of what the locals feel. Like, I don't know, like if the one that pops to mind is, and this is going to touch some sore spots, I think, for people, is 9/11. I watched the whole thing go down on TV. Watched it all. I was with my parents. I told them about the first plane going in. I listened to my mom exclaim about the fact that when the second plane went in and she couldn't understand where he was going, I was actually coming down the stairs from my room to the family room to be in the same room with my parents. And none of us understanding what was going on, but it felt unreal. There was a sense of detachment because it was happening so far away in somewhere I had never been to people I didn't know, and there was nobody attached to it, that it didn't affect my life directly. And it was a horrible thing to happen, but the way it played out on TV, and this is how Dad put it, he says it was played out like a disaster movie. Like if you were watching Armageddon or something like that, or, you know, The Day After Tomorrow, or any of those movies, it was played out the same way one of those movies would be. It was so sensationalized, and it was made to feel unreal. And so I didn't really feel a whole lot. I didn't get it the same way. This doesn't feel like that. I am a little upset, I'd have to say, with CNN and their irresponsibility in the way that they were reporting it. They were spreading a lot of garbage out there and spewing it everywhere, trying to sensationalize something that wasn't. And I have lost a great deal of respect for that channel. And I can actually, I'll start with the fact I hate Trump, passionately hate Trump. And now I'm beginning to wonder if I hate Trump because I've been brainwashed by fake news. Because until this happened yesterday, I actually believed some of the garbage that came out of their mouths. CNN has completely lost my respect. They have lost my belief in anything to do with their journalism. I have already done these. They disgust me, would be the nicest way I can put it. I mean, the first things out of their mouths was we had a massive terror attack. No, it wasn't a terror attack. They said he was known to police. That's funny because our police were saying, no, he wasn't. I'm like, why is it the former head of the New York Police Department suddenly know more than our own local police? Was he known to them? Why didn't he say anything to us? Because he wasn't known to our police. And I'm like, this is the garbage that CNN was putting out. I was like, I don't understand. Why would you put out this information when all of our stations in Canada, all of our reporting agencies, all of our live reports that were going on at the scene said we don't have any information. We don't know who this person is. They hadn't released his name, and yet CNN was throwing out profile reports about him. I'm like, who are you reporting on? Who are you profiling? There's nobody to profile. It's unbelievable, the garbage that they put out. They were reporting on some Facebook stuff about him, and I went to a few different sites that are like, we have no idea where they found that information because when we tried to verify it and fact check it, nothing came up. So Yeah, I have no idea. I am horribly afraid when I move down to the US, I'm going to be fed a whole bunch of trash and I'm not actually going to know what's going on in the world. I miss a great deal of unbiased information. Like, they were determined to have it be a terrorist attack on Canada when that's just not what we believe. We choose to believe the best in people. I mean, originally, even the people who were witnessing it thought maybe he'd had a stroke or a heart attack or something. It never even occurred to us that it might be anything else. There were people that were trying to honk and get his attention to be able to say, hey, are you okay? That's what we do here. That's who we are. And I'm very proud of that fact. And I worry about losing that by moving down to the US. And I believe it's totally fed in by the news agencies. I'm trying to actually go and get hardwood. But I am very upset because of the fact that I'm going to be moving to the city of CNN. And I'm not a very quiet person when it comes to being fed garbage. And they fed me a load of garbage, or at least tried to. The problem is we have our own stations here, which actually feed us real information in real time. And, yeah. I'm still quite livid. I was yelling at the TV. I was like, what are you talking about? Why are you trying to sensationalize this? Why are you trying to make such a big thing out of what could be nothing? Because I knew they weren't going to apologize if they found out that the whole thing was just an accident, because this is not the first time something along this lines has happened. We have had people killed in bus shelters when somebody's lost control of their car and gone into a bus shelter. So it's not a huge surprise in that sense, because that's what everybody thought had happened. Now, we don't know what's happened. We don't have any idea what's going on. We don't know what's in his mind. There's very little news going out, and that's intentional. We don't like to bias our jury pool ahead of time. That's another thing I find that I really don't like about how the US media works. They poison the jury pool. They poison it pretty thoroughly. There's no way to actually get a fair trial because you would have to find people who have zero social media and no television, no nothing, and essentially have lived under a rock. But I don't know if you want somebody who's lived under a rock to be considered your peer. Or NPR? I don't know what a NPR is. Our NPR station. What is your NPR station? See, we don't get, it's a political session. Yeah, we don't get a lot of, we don't get a lot of the stations. We get Fox, we get CBS, we get CNN, obviously, but then we also get things like BBC. So my issue is sometimes BBC pulls the same stuff out of what the CNN feed is doing. And so now they're feeding somebody else garbage that's there. I mean, I'm now putting CNN and Fox in the same little cubby hole. At first, I thought there was nothing to really worry about with CNN, because I figured that, yes, they are totally anti-Trump, and I don't care. I mean, they can do that. But when they started to smear my country with the same brush they smear him with, now you've upset me. We are friendly, but we are a nuclear nation. when we are not to be trifled with. If he wants to remember that, have him remember the handshake with our Prime Minister. Like, that was... You weren't going to yank us around. You weren't going to do anything. We will fight if that is what we need to do. Are you going to go... Really? You came out and now you're going to run right back inside again? You are a weird cat. But until we know the facts, we're the type that will give the benefit of the doubt. Like when everybody does, when we had the bus driver and the truck, or the bus in Humboldt, anyways, when that happened, people still stepped and the poor driver of the truck, like that's what we're concerned about as well. Yes, all of those hockey players and coaches and statistician and everything like that, they all died. But that truck driver now has to go through the trauma of knowing that all those people died, and he is very likely to be responsible. Now, they are still investigating that, by the way. We still don't know what actually happened. But we're the type of country who we sit there and we're like, we're doing all the thoughts and prayers out to the, victims and everything of it and everything that happened, but we're also doing that for the family of the driver. It has got to be absolutely horrible to live through something like that. And I know that's flown around my Facebook page as well, that he needs support too. And so he's got our support. This is stone. So until we know what's going on, my stepdad watches Fox and Friends every night, and when we were visiting them and we watched one and it was all I needed to know to never trust American news ever again. Yeah. I don't trust it. It's all about advertising and being sensational enough to make money. That's all it's about. This is it. I'm like, CNN used to be somewhere I could actually go and watch the news. And I'm wondering now if something about their standards has really changed. And I don't know how long it's been changed and how long I've missed the fact that it changed. Like, what happened that I didn't notice? Like, how long have I been fed this baloney without knowing it? And so until today, or technically yesterday, I didn't realize how bad it was. Like, it was bad. I ended my stream early yesterday, and I went out. So I was actually out when it happened. And it was weird because I went to do my blood work and go get my ultrasound sent to... Did I pick up? I did not pick up. You know what? Every time you keep going back into this... I keep going back in the house to pick up some... Oh my gosh. No, I'm picking up my hardwood and I am going to take it with me. Okay, I'm going to take this hardwood with me and it goes here. Anyways, I have completely lost my train of thought. The thing is, I didn't think they were extreme. I mean, it may age me a little, but I grew up on Fox. I grew up on their cartoons and their TV shows back in the glory days when Fox was awesome and there was no CNN. I could pick up the stations from Buffalo, and so you watched Fox. We didn't have cable at the time. We had a television aerial. So that was one of the channels you got. And that's kind of what I grew up on. I grew up on, Fox. And I don't know what happened, but it went really downhill and became a laughing joke. And I'm like, how did that happen? Like, really, how did that happen? Fox News and Fox stations are not the same thing. Yeah, no, it's... But even the programming on Fox now is crap. Like, it's... You know, it's... You can watch your Maury Povich and stuff like that 24/7. I'm like, it doesn't have good stuff anymore. I mean, what happened to the X-Files? I used to love my X-Files. Now I have to watch it on something else. Makes me sad. We're getting there with the cloth. It's getting there. Not quite there yet, but it's getting there. Feels kind of good to vent, because CNN really... I have defended CNN so many times to my dad. He calls them fake news. And I was just like, but they're not really. They are incredibly biased against Trump, but it's an obvious bias. So it's not like you're surprised. You kind of see it coming type of thing. But this time, it literally was fake news. Like, it was a lie. A blatant lie. And I'm like, how do they get away with such a blatant lie? Like, I don't... It was just, ugh. It's giving me heartburn. That kind of upsetting. How do you... Literally, how do you get away with something like that? It makes me now question everything I've ever heard from them. Everything they've talked about, everything they've done, all of it. And it makes me question whether I want to ever move down there if this is what it's like. I mean, our stations, yes, they are biased and they have their political leanings, and we know that, but they still give you facts. They still give you the information. Their interpretation of that information sometimes can be really wacko, but it's still not a lie. And to go from our Canadian station to the American station, right after our Canadian station says he's not known to police, and hear them say, yes, that they've been told he was known to police, I was like, are we talking about the same people? Did I mix up things? Are they talking about the Waffle House guy? I'm like, stay away from our guys. Go back to your hearings for people being brought into office or whatever. Just leave our Canadians alone. After all, you think we all live in igloos anyways. Which, by the way, I don't. At all. Although, an igloo probably would have been okay when we had the ice storm. So, I don't know. Yeah. See, I don't like talking about stuff like this, generally. But generally, it also doesn't happen here. We don't have shootings. We have stabbings. I can't figure out why people bring giant machetes to the club. Honestly, you're going there to dance. You're going there to pick up somebody. You're not going there to take down brush that might have grown somewhere, so you need to have, you know, a 14-inch knife on you. Like, I don't understand that part. How do you accessorize for something like that? Like, you'd need giant go-go boots or something to slide it down. And I mean, how many guys wear go-go boots? Like, I don't understand. Like, it always confuses me. They're like, yes, and he had his machete, and they show the machete, and I'm like, where did he hide that? Like, where do you put something like that? I've gone out to the different bars and stuff, so I know what you wear, and honestly, that's not a whole lot of space in there to put that type of stuff. But yet, there they are with them. Like, do you leave it outside? Do you hide it at the side of the building or something? Like, it flabbergasts me. In the middle of a disaster, new story, nobody fact checks